Yes, I see you down there. Oh, crunch. Gotta turn it back today.
Yeah.
Right.
I've changed Ray's minimap. There's a different. When you go on the Ray's minimap section, N key. If you go to what was it? Oh, minimap options.
Yeah.
Yeah. You can change the second one, texture. You do it as Zan's minimap. It's a lovely little compass style thing,
Yeah.
round compass. It's really nice. And I've changed the show coordinate to type 1, which is just, gets rid of all the 0.76 and 0.20 or whatever, so you just see the coordinate. It's rather nice, I like it. But it must be an older version of Ray's minimap, because even this still doesn't have the show entities, so you could set it to show the players.
I have a pick and a partially worn out stone sword on me.
Yeah, just throw them on you. There's a chest there with a few things in, if you want to make anything. Gathering as much as I can at the moment.
Okie dokie.
There's an apple and 2 bread. Then I've got a stack of cookies for me and a stack of cookies for Dwendon, and then that's our food supply out. I've managed to grow, I think these are corn, but they're I think you have to cook them to get the best out of them.
So have you been collecting wood?
Yes, there's a bit of wood in the chest if you need some.
Nah, I grabbed a piece. I just didn't know what you wanted to work on.
Well, I don't know. It's community, isn't it? Really. I thought maybe if we can make, say, in multiplayer, the spawn is in a 20 by 20 area, isn't it? It's not like on a set block. Spawn anywhere within a 20 by 20 area.
Sure.
So I thought maybe if we made like a nice big platform where we will spawn, so it's like safe, give people a safe area to spawn in. I don't know. And then maybe a couple of huts beside it with beds in or something. So if I don't know really. It's community. I thought I'd wait for you guys to let me know your thoughts. I think.
My sort of thing is just hopefully I'll be on and get to build something and actually build my first macerator before somebody else, builds their first nuclear power plant. That sort of thing.
Yeah. Well, the good news is that Greg Tech isn't in this version, so at least macerators are just like they normally were. Not the ridiculous thing, require about 3 diamonds for this and all that. But we need to find some way to acquire food.
Is the timber mod in this?
No.
Okay.
Well, no, it mustn't be. Just chop down that tree and nothing. Didn't all come down at once. Yeah.
Okay. That's what I was curious about. Didn't know if we cut them down the old-fashioned way or chop at the bottom.
Yeah, as far as I can tell, it seems to be old-fashioned way.
Okay.
But it's a case of I just don't know what to do to get food. I don't know whether the wheat's just growing slowly here or what I'm trying to get us some.
Or if it's a case of, you seen any spiders at night?
I've been too scared to go out because them blowing angry zombies are ridiculous. They really are.
Alrighty, I'm back.
Them angry zombies hunt you down and they do about 8 hearts worth of damage, so they really... And they're so fast.
Got a new Java update too now. Man,
You go away and have a baby and come back and everything's changed. Made me
everything's
laugh
out of
where, made me laugh where G says he's been working on a secret project.
Yep.
We could actually put those 4 together, couldn't we, and grow one giant one? Would that be better? Get more wood out of that, wouldn't we?
Do you have any bone meal?
I don't know whether I got a bone or not. I don't think so.
'Cause I'm not sure if you put them 4 together, do they actually grow on their own?
Oh yeah, it will do. Grow like a normal
Will
tree.
grow to make a normal huge tree?
Yeah, I'll make a giant tree. Yeah, I'll put them together. I'll put them all together, and we'll get
Okay.
a giant tree. The only thing is, of course, they're a bit sensitive about the area around them.
Yeah, they really do get picky.
They're like that. So I thought I'd see what what you fancy. Whether you fancy just making a little nice spawn area here now, or heading off and getting like a temporary camp set up, and then coming back and doing the spawn area nice and pretty when we can got the right tools to get on. Like proper chainsaws and stuff.
Whatever.
I mean, one thing we will need is rubber trees, won't we? We'll have to go on a hunt for those.
Oh
Have to
goodness,
find them.
I'd forgotten all about that.
And the advantage to going hunting, of course, going looking for it, is we might cross loads of animals that we can, shall we say, appropriate for food, because I've died twice from starvation.
Man, so Minecraft is harder now. I don't want to play Minecraft.
This is.
Let's see here.
Let's go with something easy like Anno.
Yeah, it's a bit weird that now, isn't it? Because the actual campaign missions where you go on, they're so... The missions themselves, it's typically just click here and wait till you get there, then click here and wait till your boat rides there, isn't it?
Well, the first couple are like that. On this mission 3, they just give you the objective and then you have to figure out how to do it. They still give you the hints, of course, but they don't lead you by the hand like the first couple of missions. Because, yeah, the first couple of missions were very much one of, okay, your people are starving. Now click on this button, and click on this person, and click here. That will give you a dwindification. Take the dwindifier and build it over here. Yeah, the later ones are definitely, the later missions are definitely more along the lines of, your people are hungry. Okay, so what do I do? Apparently fish ain't the thing because they don't want to eat them.
Did you see the zombie brain in the chest?
No. Cool.
Those are dropped by those angry zombies, and they're a Thorcraft item, and you can research them. And eventually, when you research them, you'll learn how to make things called brains in a jar, which are like Thorcraft's equivalent of bookcases. So you can increase speed of your Thorcraft research and things, I think.
And a shard of minium.
I think that dropped from a couple of skeletons I've killed, or a couple of zombies or something I've killed. I think that's equivalence exchange. I think that's for making a minium stone, but I won't be using equivalence exchange. You know, I know Keith's fancied it with the other one, but
Even
But G was saying
with
it's
the
not as-
update.
Yeah, he said it's not quite as powerful and all as it used to be.
Nuts.
no, it's not. But it just, I mean, to be honest, actually, it depends on how you're playing, though. I mean, if you're playing like with Thorncraft and you're using magic, I don't see any difference with it. I think, yeah, that's fine, because equivalent exchange seems magical to me.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you click on, you want to make everything smooth stone, so you just get your stone out and you click on things and change it from dirt to smooth stone or whatever it is that it does, you know. It's like a magical mechanic, which no problem with. I mean, I'm playing a techno mage myself, actually. But Thorncraft is very dangerous, so unless I don't know whether how much they've changed that, to be honest. As I say, he's talked today about bringing out Direwolf's version 5, which has the new Thorncraft 3 in it, which has got all the little golems in it and everything that you can have walking around to help you out and all sorts of things. But I just don't know how I would go about updating the server to Direwolf 5. How do you update the BROCRAFT server to the different BROCRAFT versions?
I
The
just
different Minecraft versions?
for Bucket, you just download the bucket jar and drop in there, because you know the bucket jar is what it runs instead of the server jar. And then you know get the updated mods and drop them in there. That would be the issue with the server here, the Feed the Beast server, is that you'd have to, if you you know, version 4, version 5, whatever the direwolf thing is, you would have to make sure you had the right yay, you'd have to make sure you know, get the correct version of this, and ensure that any mods that are in your, you know, your mods folder have been updated, and make sure you got the correct versions of those as well.
That's sounding really complicated.
It's a hell of a lot more. It's a hell of a lot sounds more complicated than it is. It's not complicated. It's just a lot of work.
Will it not be a case of
And then again,
Fragnet put up like with this, they put version 4, so will it not just put up a version 5?
that would be the
And then
easiest way for it to happen, is if they've got a version 5 there.
Yep.
Um,
Anybody see Dwendon?
I'm under some trees.
Some trees. Can you see like a dirt pillar with a sign on it? Whereabouts? Let me see. Where are you?
I
You're in
think I
it?
see his
Three.
name.
There's a dirt hill in front of me.
Dirt hill in front of you. Right. You're probably near the front edge then, are you?
So this doesn't actually have Optifine installed as well, right?
I don't know.
I don't think it does. Yeah, it doesn't.
Yeah, dirt hill in front of you. Have you been moving away from where
No,
you
it
spawned?
doesn't.
I just got out from underneath the tree I spawned right underneath. Yeah, so I'm gonna have to patch to do a texture pack. I was trying to figure out. It took forever for it to basically say.
Ah, there's Dwendon. Yeah.
Here, I see.
Oh, did you spawn all the way up there?
Yeah, I spawned like right here underneath this tree here. On right here.
Right there. Oh, my good grief. Right. Let me put a torch there.
Oh, there you go.
I know that that's one as well because that's a heck of a range for it to spawn us at then. Because I was thinking of just making like a platform to go all the way around. Yeah, and then here's some food for you. Oh, we'll come down to the land out here.
Okay.
So I'm nearly starved already, but I'll have to eat these cookies in a minute. There's some stone for you,
Okay. Thank
some
you.
wood for you,
Thank you.
and 8 cookies. Now I've no idea how much the food the cookies heal. I'll tell you in a second now.
Okay.
I've got 3.5 drumsticks. I've now got 4.5, so they heal 1 each, so we're in trouble.
Yes. Alright.
What I'm waiting like praying for apples to drop.
Yes.
Ah, that's right. The 3D
There's one, yeah.
things now.
Yeah, they're not bad those, are they?
Not bad at all.
Oh, see how our tree's grown, G.
Oh, very cool.
Ah. Carrots.
This here is corn.
Corn. I was gonna say that. Yeah, that's
But my people call it maize.
Yeah, break it and harvest it, and then
down at the bottom.
I think if you cook it, I think if you cook it, it's.
Or would you harvest
think
it at the top?
I think it doesn't matter. Try the top, but I think it breaks all of it anyway. It doesn't matter which one.
What-
Try the top bit.
What does it look like for y'all? Does it? I mean, is it 8-bit graphic or?
Mine,
in
it's
default,
8-bit,
but-
yeah.
Yeah, it's default.
Huh. I think that may be one of the only textures that took with the 128 back because it was gorgeous. But that's the only. I'm like, what is this? Let me go back to default so everything looks default instead of just the corn being outstanding. Ah, yes, that's much better. Now it looks like banana tree.
Yeah. Yeah.
Alright, so I get
So when
corn
you
kernels.
break the
and a
top,
piece of
the whole
corn.
thing comes down?
Yeah. Oh, I broke the bottom.
Try the top. Yeah.
Yeah.
Ah, okay.
Broke the top and the whole thing came out.
I
Alright.
think if you cook the corn cob that you get, I think
I'm
you
sorry,
get
what?
more food from it.
This one. That one. Oh, sorry. Alright. Yep. Anything else you need, babe? Alright.
See if I can get us 9 wool so that we can take beds with us if we go out exploring to try and find rubber trees.
Okay. Your little hidey hole.
Yep, there's a hidey hole there. That sheep mustn't have been loaded while we were down there because that one hasn't regrown his wool.
Zombie brain. Anaquin leaf.